DBS News. Fresh in the morning, eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit goes to World Government Summit in Dubai. A 9-year-old of Pebush Primary is Carnival Princess 2026. And a former president of the Caribbean Development Bank has died. Details of the morning news right after this.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy, Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
So fast pay on you an easy way to pay. So fast pay. So fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So fast pay. 2 minutes and you're on your way. So fast pay. So fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here now is our lead story. Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit will participate in the World Government Summit in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates. Mr. Skerrit will contribute to high-level discussions on global investment trends and the future of tourism in an evolving international landscape. The summit runs from February 3 to the 5th under the theme, Shaping Future Governments. Prime Minister Skerrit is scheduled to speak on 2 featured roundtables, the future of investments and the future of tourism. His participation will highlight the Dominica's priorities as a small island developing state with emphasis on resilient and sustainable investment, climate change infrastructure, renewable energy, and inclusive economic growth. The government summit brings together heads of government, policymakers, private sector leaders, and international institutions to explore innovative solutions to global challenges and shape the future of governance and development. In Mr. Skerritt's absence, Finance Minister Dr. Irving McIntyre will act as Prime Minister.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls,
your Carnival Princess 2026 comes from the Pebbles Primary School.
Ariana Challenger from the Pebush Primary School.
So that means your first runner-up is Chanel Benjamin of the Woodford Hill Primary School.
So the 9-year-old Ariana Challenger of the Pearbush Primary School was crowned Carnival Princess 2026 at Windsor Park Stadium last night. The first runner-up was Chanel Benjamin of the Woodford Hill Primary and Fanaye Shillingford of Bagatelle Primary third. The Carnival Princess took awards for Best Talent, Best Costume, and Best in Costume. The first runner-up received awards for Miss Intelligence, Best Party Dress, and Best in Party Dress. Miss Photogenic and Miss Congeniality awards went to Fanaye Shillingford of Bagatelle Primary, and the People's Choice Award went to Chanel Benjamin of Woodford Hill Primary. Carnival Princess Ariana Challenger spoke to reporters.
I feel very excited. I am proud of myself. I am proud that I made my community proud, and my parents, my family, my friends, my school, and everyone. I felt a little nervous, but I was very excited to go on the stage. I want to go up for more competition. I plan on celebrating that I won, thanking my community for cheering me on, and I think others can do it too.
And that's the Carnival Princess Ariana Challenger of the Pearbush Primary School. Other news this morning, the new Miss OECS, Tanisha Balason, says the title won at Windsor Park Stadium on Friday night gives her the opportunity to promote her platform. The Central Cooperative Credit Union employee beat Antigua and Barbuda's Kia Kerwan into second place to be crowned Miss OECS 2026.
Of course, I would like to continue promoting my platform, which is holistic development for the arts. And as Miss Dominica, I was able to accomplish a few of them, and winning the Miss OECS pageant gives me the opportunity to continue. So I would like to say pageants like this really brings us as OECS countries together, and we should continue investing in pageants like this, and of course our young women, because they have so much to put out there. They have beautiful platforms that they would like to advocate for. And pageants like this, like I said, is not just a pageant, it's an opportunity for the OECS to come together and show its strength.
And that's Miss OECS 2026, Tanisha Balson of Dominica. Meanwhile, the OECS Queen Show Organizing Committee member Kirshna Rabes has expressed mixed feelings about the Miss OECS competition.
The OECS competition, of course, was a huge success. I think that the production was really tight, starting a show just a little after 8 and ending at midnight. It's really, really great for us in terms of production. The girls put on a splendid show. It was very hard to tell who actually would emerge winner just by looking at the show. So the judges had a tough job. Unfortunately, the turnout was very, very poor. We got lovely weather as opposed to last year. So last year we would have said perhaps it was the weather, but this year it's not raining and the turnout was poor. I'm not sure what can be done to improve that next year, but that is certainly something we need to look at in the upcoming year. From 2021, I believe, we've been hosting that pageant right here in Dominica. After 23 or so years hiatus, we've been hosting this show. So of course the organizing committee is based in Dominica and will continue to host the show in Dominica. Let me take the opportunity to congratulate the reigning Miss OECS, Miss Tanisha Balson from Dominica, as well as the other contestants, Miss Kia Kerwan from Antigua and Miss Ariel Boucher from Anguilla. All of the girls did a wonderful job, and we'd just like to thank them for supporting our event and thank them for being here in Dominica with us. We wish them well in their future endeavors.
And that's the OECS Queen Show Organizing Committee member Krishna Rabes. Other news this morning, the UWP leader, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, says a UWP government will focus heavily on agriculture, manufacturing, and youth development. Dr. Fontaine told the UWP rally at Granford on Sunday that he is confident that a 10-pillar program developed by the UWP will revive the Dominican economy.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are a serious party that has a plan. And we refer to this plan as the 10 pillars for shared prosperity for all Dominicans. You have heard about it. And what we'll do, a key pillar is our young people. And the 10 pillars will ensure that we retain our young people here in Dominica. We will create the jobs and the opportunities for the young people of Dominica that will allow them to remain here in Dominica and work. In our 10 pillars, we'll revive the agriculture sector. In our 10 pillars, we'll revive the manufacturing sector. We will use our water resources to create wealth for the people of Dominica. We will develop our tourism. We will restore our Carnival people. We will bring growth and prosperity to this country. That is what we are offering. We are offering, ladies and gentlemen, to put money in the pockets of the people of Dominica. L'argent, because we believe that you deserve more.
And that's the leader of the United Workers' Party, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, speaking at a rally of the UWP in Granford last night. There will be 3 newcomers to the finals of the 2026 Calypso Monarch competition. Police officer Reds with Rivers of Tears, Abia Israel, and Nashel got the nod from the judges at the semi-finals on Saturday night. 6 others are through to the finals on February 14 to meet reigning monarch Joy. They are former monarchs Caressa, JD, Daddy Chess, Bob, and Tasha P, and the veteran Checker. Of course, let's remind you that the Calypso finals on the 14th, you will hear more about the semi-finals in another newscast. We also want to remind you that on Discoveries last night, a great program, Sam Raphael and Kenny Green, businessmen, they were on with Cecil Joseph on the Discoveries program. Well, DBS News will bring you some excerpts from the program in another newscast. Let's head into news from the region now. The former president of the Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Warren Smith, has died. The CDB announced that its 5th president passed away on Friday, prompting an outpouring of tributes from the institution's leadership and staff. Dr. Smith led the regional financial institution from May 2011 to April 2021, a decade-long tenure that coincided with what the bank described as a period of profound global and regional shocks, including 2 major global crises that significantly affected the Caribbean. The Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, said that under Dr. Smith's stewardship, the institution strengthened its position as a trusted development partner, mobilizing resources to support sustainable growth, resilience building, and social and economic transformation across borrowing member countries. In recognition of his service, Dr. Smith received several honors, including Jamaica's Order of Distinction, which was conferred on the country's 54th anniversary of independence. It's exactly 15 minutes after 7. Don't go away. The Sports Bulletin comes up next.
Blue Water's posse identified. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you're feeling hot, take up the water spray. In the gym land, take up the water spray. In your school or home, take up the water spray. When the bus run out, take up the water spray. Party posse water. You working posse water. School children they water. Blue water spray. The fitness posse water. The office posse water. When your posse need one, take up the water spray. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. Take up the water spray.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Fast pay, on you an easy way to play. Fast pay, fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
Fast pay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. Fast pay, fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from MBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with cricket news. The Windward Islands women's team just missed out on winning the Cricket West Indies Regional Super 50 Overs tournament, finishing just 1 point behind the eventual champions, Jamaica. The Windwards entered the final match on Saturday in control of their destiny, knowing that a win over Guyana would crown them 2026 champions. The Windwards batted first. They were bowled out for just 97 runs in 35 overs. Dominica's Anisha Fontaine top scored with 32, Janelle Glasgow added 22, and Afi Fletcher 21. The windy spinner Ashwini Munisa picked up 4 for 21 for Guyana. Guyana in their run chase hit 100 for 4, with Windies batter Sherman Campbell getting 26. Afi Fletcher picked up 2 for 23, and Karena Noel and Janelle Glasgow took a wicket each. Guyana won by 6 wickets. It was the Windward Islands women's first loss of the tournament. They ended the competition in second place with 20 points. Jamaica, They were crowned champions, finishing with 21 points as they beat the Leeward Islands in their final match by 8 wickets. Guyana placed 3rd, Trinidad 4th, Barbados 5th, and the Leeward Islands in 6th place. Meanwhile, President of the Windward Islands Cricket Board, Clement Masler, has commended the girls on their 2nd place finish in the tournament. He says it was a good bounce back after finishing in last place in the T20 Blaze tournament earlier.
They had a torrid time at the T20 Blaze and were able to regroup and refocus and give a stronger performance within that version of the tournament. So it augured well for them, and even some of the plans we hope in the future they can execute even better, and making there's always room for improvement, and even as at the board level we realize that much more effort and more strategic action has to be taken to really improve on women's cricket, and we're looking forward throughout the course of this new year to have many programs that could help, one, find the talent, and two, augment the talents that are available so that the game can be played at a higher standard. And that is not unique to the Windward Islands alone. If you look at the tournament, the average scores were below par, and we need to see our women performing at a greater level. We can't really use the men's version as a benchmark, but however, there is a lot of room for improvement, and we are hoping that we could see a quick turnaround at the level at which the women are able to perform.
And that's the president of the Windward Islands Cricket Board, Clement Masler. Let's stay with cricket news. The West Indies head coach, Darren Sammy, is hoping Shimron Hetmyer can continue to be consistent in his new role at number 3. Hetmyer enjoyed a good series against South Africa, batting 1 down. He scored the most runs for any batsman in the entire series, getting 171 with 1 half-century. Hetmyer in the past few years has been utilized more as a finisher than a top-order batsman. Sammy says Hetmyer's new role adds to a new dimension to the Windies batting lineup ahead of the World Cup.
Hetty, his teammates challenge him. He loves finishing the inning, but we saw Rutherford playing, a finisher role in the SA20. We all know how teams try to bowl that left-arm spinner early up against our right-handers, so Hetty taking responsibility when he was challenged by his teammates to do that number 3 position. It's worked well for us, and he's showing maturity, batting with a good head on his shoulder, and he's putting bowlers under pressure and changing the plans of teams, which is good for us.
And that's the West Indies head coach, Darren Sammy. He said he was also pleased to see Gudakesh Moti getting a return to form. Moti, 3 for 17 in the Windies win over South Africa in the 3rd T20 on Saturday. Sammy says an effective Moti will be a handful on the slow pitches at the World Cup.
If you know the 2025, the year Moti had, he really lacked some confidence. So we had a plan, myself, the director, I think it's Paul Royals, with Sangakkara as the director of Royals. We came up with a plan after Bangladesh that Moti would come down to South Africa to do some skill work before this series here. And I must say, Moti has maximized the time, the specific training that he got. That Chinaman, he's bowling now. He's been practicing it for a while, and to gain the confidence, he came to Dubai to play against Afghanistan. We saw he's slowly getting his confidence back. Now we had a combination. We wanted to play, and just him getting that opportunity, it opens the door for us, because now he could challenge both sides of the bat, whether it's be left or right-hander, and yeah, that was good for him. I'm so happy for him, because we all know when we were successful, the weakest he took in the middle was push-out for us. So, kudos to Moti for making use of the opportunity and the time to fine-tune his skills and his crafts.
And that's the West Indies head coach Darren Sammy. The West Indies lost the 3-match series 2-1 to South Africa. The Windies' attention now turns to the World Cup, with West Indies to face Afghanistan in their first World Cup match on Wednesday. Well, that's going to be very interesting as the West Indies goes up against Afghanistan. And if you all are listening to us now, let's hope you can win against Afghanistan and move on in the World Cup, which begins on Wednesday. Let's stay with cricket news. Well, Pakistan, they've agreed to take part in the Men's T20 World Cup, but will not play their scheduled match against tournament co-hosts India. Pakistan had been considering boycotting the competition after Bangladesh withdrew, citing safety fears over traveling to India. Political tensions also mean Pakistan and India have not agreed each other's outside men's major tournaments since 2013, while India have not played in Pakistan since 2008. The sides are scheduled to play in Colombo, Sri Lanka, in accordance with an agreement signed last year, stating that the two countries will play at neutral venues whenever one of them hosts an ICC event. In a statement, the Pakistan government said it grants approval to their team's participation, but added that the Pakistan cricket team shall not take the field in the match scheduled on 15th February against India. Meantime, the International Cricket Council, ICC, says this position of selective participation is difficult to reconcile. The ICC says while it respects the roles of governments in matters of national policy, this decision is not in the interest of the global game or the welfare of fans worldwide, including millions in Pakistan. The ICC says it hopes that the Pakistan Cricket Board will consider the significant and long-term implications of that decision. Some football news. The interim head coach of the senior men's national football team, Kurt Hurd, says his team has to improve on being able to play at a high level for long periods of time. His comments follow the national senior men's football team friendly against the national under-20 men's team Saturday. The national men's team won the match easily, 4-0, but Hurd raised concerns on how intensity levels dropped after the 60-minute mark. He says the matter will be addressed in the coming weeks.
I think very much rinse and repeat from last week. I think we could almost copy and paste the interview where we maybe started the game a little bit faster, but then I think we died out in the last moments of the game. I think the tactical awareness, the technical quality all drifted from the game. But I think overall, again, some really, really pleasing moments within the game that we'll look back, we'll clip and we'll show to the players. Lots of chances, we didn't score as many as we could have, but the guys are creating the chances, which is great. But yeah, I think the concern for me is the inability to make that last for 60, 70, 90 minutes at a minute.
Coach, obviously that's a concern. How can you address that with so little time left before the tournament?
Yeah, obviously, how we address training. The training sessions have been very intense. They've been game based, so they bring out moments of the game within training sessions that we can repeat. We'll get the transitional moments. Nothing, games to teach us though. We need the games. We need to play some friendly matches, competitive friendly matches that we need. So yeah, if there's anybody out there that's willing to play Dominica before we go, please do get in touch. We need the competitive games. It's as simple as that. It's the only way we'll be able to last.
Right, Coach, let's just look at some of the positives though. Ball movement, playing in transition. Impressive what you saw in the first half at least.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Even in the last moments there, I was speaking to Coach Orris and we were discussing some of the stuff in the last moments of the game. It was still very, very good. It's just there's a lot more of it earlier in the game. And those transitional moments within the game, we manage better earlier on than we do later.
And that's the interim head coach of the senior men's national football team, Kurt Hurd. We will hear from the coach of the under-20 football team, Delroy Watt, in another sportscast. And of course, in some more football news, the national women's under-17 team ended their campaign in Nicaragua without a point and without scoring a single goal as they suffered their fourth defeat of the tournament, losing to the U.S. Virgin Islands on the weekend. The Dominican ladies, they were on the back foot early, conceding 2 goals within the first 7 minutes of the game. While Dominica did not concede any more goals in the encounter, they only managed 2 shots on target and could not get back into the game. Dominica lost 2-0 to end their run in the tournament with defeats to the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Belize, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Meanwhile, the under-17 men's team will be hoping for good results as they take part in the CONCACAF under-17 men's tournament in Panama this week. Dominica has been grouped with Panama, Anguilla, and Nicaragua. Dominica will play its first match Thursday against Panama. And just the 3 matches on this afternoon as the sports division secondary schools 14 and under football tournament continues. Of course, that's taking place this afternoon. The Castlebrooke Secondary School will take on the Northeast Comprehensive at Castlebrooke from 2:30 this afternoon, while at Newtown, it's the Portsmouth Secondary School taking on the Pearchild Secondary School, and then that match will be followed by a game between arch rivals Dominica Grammar School and St. Mary's Academy. We've gone past 7:30. That's news and sports. Let's remind you, 11 o'clock this morning, we bring you a news update and another major news package at 1:15. On behalf of the news and sports departments and our link person, Melia Joseph Dennis, Curtis Matthew saying good morning.
Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Here's a quick tip from NBD.
A quick tip from the National Bank of Dominica Limited. Scammers may send fake emails or texts. Remember, NBD will never ask you to reset your more banking password or share your card PIN, CVV, or other sensitive information this way. Stay alert. Stay secure. When in doubt, contact NBD, your partner, your bank.
The time now, it is 27 minutes, moving up to 8 o'clock. It is that time we present you with this morning's weather report. Brought to you, compliments Big Edge Financial and Flu. We say good morning to Waituma James.
Good morning. The weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for today, 2nd February 2026, recorded at 7 a.m. Synopsis: a weak trough system will be affecting the area. The forecast for today, partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with a few brief showers. The forecast for tonight, partly cloudy with a few brief showers. Winds are expected to be southeasterly to easterly at 10 to 25 kilometers per hour. Conditions at the Douglas Charles Airport were fair. Surface winds 4 knots or 7 kilometers per hour. The temperature was 21 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The total rainfall for the month so far is nil. The sun will set today at 6:04 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 6:00